trying to stop me. Y'all can't stop me. This is forever. Forever, man. I mean that.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 61 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Pass incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Now he goes spin. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
I got you. Wait. Head. 12, fellas, here we go. 2.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
11. Take it, go.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, gun.
Here's Coleman. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. Hurry up. Got three down. Stay hot. 21. One, Omaha. 21.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Gun. Hey, go.
Coleman now. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go ahead. 21. Here we go.
Here's Coleman on the cross. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Yes, sir. You don't want that. You don't want that. Get set. 21.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. In for the score. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
21.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
13. Go ahead. 2.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, come on. 21.
Watch tight end.
Go ahead.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11. 6. 2.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Buying time to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
2nd quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Patriots have jumped out to an early lead over Miami. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Roethlisberger. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Hey, 4 down. 20. What do you need? Hey, go. Yes.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Go ahead. 12. 13. Go ahead. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Drops it off for Coleman. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I got you. 11. White. Set hut.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. Evans has it left side, but he will not come close to the marker. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Quan Alexander, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. And the pressure gets to him again.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Here's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Over the middle, complete. It's Balin. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
21. 11. Go ahead.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
White. 13. Go ahead. Watch the twit. Go ahead. I got you.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, that's Coleman. 18 yards there on a 1st down.
No matter the week, no matter the team, you're going to hear coaches wax nostalgic for big tight ends that can control the edge of the line of scrimmage. Well, sometimes you don't have a tight end in the game, so now you're looking at your tackles. Can they control the perimeter? Make sure that that gets sealed off so there's no penetration off of the edge. If they're able to do that, that's why a toss play is successful. Because once they get to the edge, they can pick and choose their spot, which way to run, whether it's deep outside or cutting it back inside to pick up big yardage. On that play, they controlled the edge so well, they picked up an excellent chunk of yardage.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looks pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Garoppolo now, 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. 11 more on that one and another first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now it's Wilson. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bailey. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
66.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
6. Go ahead.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line.
White. Flag. Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
On play action. Now Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
21.
Hey, 4 down.
Hey, gun.
Garoppolo on first down. That's Samuel caught left side. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Forced out to his left. And he connects with Vance McDonald. That one goes for 24 yards.
Here we go.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Stays on his feet, and he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
13.
On first down, Garoppolo. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play. Garoppolo now. 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 21. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
Won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Go ahead. 6, 6. 12.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's got Evans. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually in tight window, he fired a bullet in there for the completion. He'll get it up the middle, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
21.
Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
On 3rd down, that's Coleman, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
How about that for defense? Every hole plugged up. Can't run it inside, can't bounce it outside. That sets up 4th and goal from the 2.
11.
Right now, advantage defense.
12.
They'll run it with Coleman. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And this will be incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And the Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught at the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for the Steelers. And even 50 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Dante Moncrief. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to it, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Mostert now to return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 34.
Hurry up! Hurry up! Like 20! 180! Hey, go ahead.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
21.
Coleman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Over the middle to Evans. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
12, fellas, here we go.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
White.
Hey, 4 down.
13. White. 65. Go ahead.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And the defense loses him. It's complete. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Now here's Johnson. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Completes it to Moncrief left side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's McDonald. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position. Couldn't hold on. Third down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And the Steelers on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got Moncrief. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. First carry for James Conner. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll give it to him up the middle. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the 49ers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there in the final minute. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And, a a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Roethlisberger. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
21.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game.
And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for the Niners. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Steelers, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity.